Yo, it's your boy Eli Wolf, Commerce Crew here, and we're looking at the NASDAQ continuous contract. So I just want to give some insight on why I have the points 3, 4, and 5 on the chart. That came from me starting out drawing an Elliott wave. So since we were on the downtrend, I'm gonna explain this from the perspective of a bearish Elliott wave. So on wave one of the price action, price starts going down. Wave two, there's a small bounce or pause in the downward movement. Wave three, there's a strong downward surge. Wave four, there's another small bounce or pause, and then wave five is like the final push downwards. So that's what you're looking at right there with point 0.5. Now, after the 1 through 5 waves, there's an A, B, C correction, and that really signals like a reversal. I am actually bearish on this day because I don't trade the Elliott wave at all. I'm actually drawing this out to see what other participants in the market might be looking at this move as. So as of right now, I have displacement to the downside under 5. So I'm actually just anticipating price to move into that fair value gap that it formed. And I'm actually going to be going short. So in the bearish Elliott wave, there's other participants in the market who are actually betting on the market to go up. Now, like I said, I'm bearish, so I'm actually anticipating it to be like an Elliott wave that fails. So right here, this candle that's forming, price had reached the fair value gap that I was waiting on. So I drew out my entry, and then I'll be adjusting my stop loss and my price target. Now I realize it's really hard for people to understand, like having the smart money concepts perspective on the market, where the way that I explain it to people is when you're learning like the regular retail methods, like that is usually put inside of like the trending stock market books, very basic, like simple concepts. Not saying that they don't work or anything like that, but in the event that you have something like this Elliott wave where you may draw it out perfectly and then it fails, there could be a lot of the times that you're drawing it out perfectly and it does work, and then that's part of your strategy. But the times that it fails, it from my experience so far, it almost seems like trading with ICT smart money concepts. Every time something fails, I'm able to see like I'm able to see that the pattern is gonna fail almost before the pattern even fully forms, just because of my context. So I just thought that was something interesting to note. I don't know if anyone else looks at it like that. If you do, definitely share some insight. Drop something in the comments. Let me know what you think about stuff like that. Also, something I wanted to point out was that there was some really weird price action here. And this is kind of why I'm enjoying the forward testing process in my journey, because I've been back testing, for a while. And going into forward testing, I'm able to see the market actually play out, as if this was a regular day. Like I said, this is live data that we're looking at. I may fast forward from time to time, so that way you're not literally sitting here watching every single candlestick form. However, it's live data. Now, those little like gaps, I see like a lot of gaps on there when I was doing this, and I'm not sure if it's because I don't pay for real time data. Now, this is live data, but it's not real time data. So real time data is when you're getting like tick for tick, bar for bar, point for point. With the market, with delayed data, you're getting the price action, I think about 10 or 15 minutes of a delay if you're not paying for real-time data. So I'm not sure if that's why I'm seeing all these gaps here, but it definitely I'm not used to seeing that, and that really almost caught me off guard for a little bit. But the way that I've been disciplining myself, from what I've been learning and from my experiences, is that if I don't know what's going on, I take my hands off of the off of the computer. Like I don't try to force something, to be there that's not there. So as you can see, all of that irregular price action was happening, and I didn't do anything. I literally waited, for price to start, clearing itself up. Now, again, that could be because I'm on delayed data, or it could be because I'm on a very small time frame, or because that's just how it looked. So if anyone's actually paying for real time data, let me know if your charts looked like this when you were trading today, and it would be just pretty interesting to know that. But once I start live trading with live funds, obviously I'm gonna have real time data. So here my alert went off for my partials. So that's pretty cool. I think I've explained partials before. It's basically taking off a good chunk of your position so that you can pay yourself. They call it paying the trader. Now if price starts to go against me and it starts doing something completely different, I took partials, so I paid myself. So whatever loss that may come from this being a bad trade, it would do significantly less damage than having a full size position on the table. So we're letting whatever contracts that I had put, we're letting those run. But we took partials. So my profit target would be at the tip of that green box. And yeah, so I'm just gonna be sharing whatever comes to my mind at the time. I don't really have, I have no script for this. So yeah, these tape talks are really just gonna be me talking, and sharing my thoughts, my insights. I'm sure there's a lot of people that's going through a similar journey, and I have made a community for people who are interested in getting into learning about these smart money concepts. I know it's a analysis paralysis of information to digest. I know I struggled a bit going through smart money concepts, so I just created an environment, a self-learning environment. So you don't need to engage with anyone. However, if you wanted to, you could. But I just created an environment where you could learn in a more organized approach, or at least the approach that I took to internalize all of the smart money techniques that I've learned from the inner circle trader Michael. And yeah, I'm not reteaching any lessons either. I won't be doing any of that. I'm not a mentor. If anything, I'm more like a coach. But I just want to create more of a library type of environment. Like you're coming in here to study. You're coming in here to learn, not to gamble and do all of those things that these other gurus have their groups doing. I've been in a lot of groups, and eventually I ended up just leaving all of them and just putting my all into learn how to do this way. And this worked out for me. And if you think it might work out for you, feel free to join the Commerce crew. And yeah, I also have inside of the group alternate strategies that I've picked up from other traders as well, who appear to be successful traders. I've found success with the methods that they were teaching at the time, but I wasn't consistent. I was using so many different strategies every day that I was trading, and I knew it wouldn't be sustainable. So that's why I submitted to this process. But the option will be left up to you if you do join the Commerce crew. And yeah, I'll be really interested to see, you guys, out there hitting these markets. So yeah, it looks like price is definitely making his push. So it's definitely something we want to see. At this point, I really had I really had no doubt in my mind that we were going to reach the price target at this point. But again, sometimes you really could never know, right? But in this case, like I said, when you know, you know. That's pretty much all I can say. When you know, you know. And yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. I can honestly say so far with my experience studying ICT smart money concepts that it definitely does give me a different type of empowerment that I didn't have previously in my trading journey. Like I said, I was out there using so many different strategies without consistency. I'm not saying that I was out there losing trades. Actually, I was losing a lot of trades, but I was winning more trades than I was losing. However, the money management side of it, the all of the trades that I would win, I would have less money behind. So I was losing less, but the trades that I did lose on, I had the most money behind it, and then the um the trades that I was winning on, I had less money behind. So I was never able to have a consistent money management strategy aligned with the strategies I was using because I was hopping around using different strategies. And looking back, it doesn't make any sense. But I'm telling you, at the time, it felt like it made sense. It really did. And I'm being honest. And I still have. I kept in my Discord when I started my Discord. I kept like my old journal entries in there just for me to look at, and I'm just like, yo, what was I doing? Like, I mean, I wrote out what I was doing, but it just still blows my mind to this day that I was really just out there winging it. Just, I was always told play what you see, but I didn't know what I was actually seeing until now. Now I'm practicing identifying what I'm seeing so that I could implement and execute. And that's what I'm enjoying so far about forward testing as well. Like I said, it gives me that empowerment. It's giving me that confidence and that assurance that I need to know that I'm doing the right thing, or I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So at this point, I knew we were gonna come down because I'm looking at the wicks. The wick, two candles before the current one hit consequent encroachment of that swing high right there, short term swing high. And that's just how, like I said, it's just how I was looking at it at the time. So I even threw that wolf emoji on there to say, yeah, we about to take it out, about to take out that price target. Something random. I noticed when you're doing projections using an Elliott wave, and from my studies, I've seen older videos where they label the price target estimated price arrival. Yeah, EPA. I thought that was like, it just sounded cool. Like I might start saying that instead of price target. I might say that estimated price arrival because I look at the market through the lens of price delivery. There we go. So there's the take profits, and this is where I would cut my trade because it hit it. So I guess some closing thoughts is that I was really proud of myself for managing my emotions through this trade, especially earlier in the trade, before it happened, when there was all that irregular price action, with the gaps and everything. So yeah, I know some people are more amped about winning the trade, but I was more amped that I actually didn't take a trade until the price started to clear up and show me what I wanted to see. If you enjoy videos like this, give me a thumbs up and please remember to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. We turn points to commas.